Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, and everyone in between, I'm going to rock a block of ads here to get rid of pre-roll ads for oncoming viewers. Your patience is appreciated. We will get started right after these messages. Ooh, okay. A little bit late, just a touch, but certainly present. Hello, happy Thursday, good evening. Hope everyone is doing well. Welcome to SubCon, where we all get to live the dream. We've got a lively start to this. Nerdy Minish, it does not surprise me that you are early, not one bit. Thank you for being here. As much roll call as I can possibly muster, my goodness. One Girl Tricks, Gravebook, Itty Bitty Ruby, Navigator, Burrito of Destiny, Phoenix Zombie. Oh my goodness, it is a packed house here, and Happy Chino hitting me with the host, and please, I know some of you might already have noticed, do not mind that mark right there. I happened to cut myself shaving right before stream. I like to take a shower, and I thought I could just get one more day out of the blade on my handle, but I was unfortunately very wrong, and I got burned by playing too close. Too close to the fire, too close to the blade, too close to the misaligned blades, because I use those razors to shave my entire head, so they definitely get a workout. Philips One Blade, I'll probably have to look into that. I've been fully good on my Mach 3 fusions for an incredibly long time. Gillette has done me well in my 13-ish years of head shaving, so I'm hesitant to change that up. I've already got the muscle memory where I'm just on autopilot in the shower, and it's just nothing but TV static inside my head while I do my thing. I use an electric because you're lazy. My grievance is I like to take the path of least resistance when shaving. All of my head and face shaving happens in the shower. Once a week for the whole thing, and then one midweek touch-up for my face. And so, unless that electric is incredibly super waterproof to be used directly in the stream of a shower day in, day out, or at least twice a week, then we may have a few problems. But maybe someday it'll be worth experimenting. For now, for now, basically paying $4 a week. You know, if I were the kind to still be getting haircuts, I think I'm still winning when it comes to the price of haircuts. Supposedly it is, actually, but doesn't feel good to do while wet. Well, there are a lot of things that feel good while wet, but I guess shaving with that thing is not quite one of them. Let's get some of the new followers out of the way here at the top of the stream. Got to give some love to Squeaky Moths. I've seen you around quite a bit, whether it's been in Beautiful Zombie stream, whether it's been in Arhanka's stream, whether it's been in Bad Raps, Nina Lee's, all those lovely people, Mithalia as well. It's good to have you following me as well. And I believe I know this individual as a friend of the streamer AZ Collins. And Afrito Bandito, welcome to the channel. Thanks for following. Hope you are well. Thank you for finding me. I'm glad you like this hat, Girl Tricks. Appreciate that very much. This is something that has actually been in the back of my mind for a while that I wanted to get out of the way. I'm not saying I'm doing this right now because I would like to eventually do some prep work of some sort for this. Oh snap! Ghost Princess! Steph with the sub. Oh my goodness. You are too kind, Steph. Thank you very much for that. If you are not yet following Ghost Princess, I don't know what you're doing with your life, because she is wild. She's got community nights every Friday night, and she does not curse at all while playing a variety of action-packed games. So make sure the Ghost Princess gets a follow. She will delight you. Even if you don't like the game, you can zone out and watch the lights dance in the back of her room while she streams. And sometimes Danny DeVito shows up as well. Haven't seen him in a while, but I'm sure he's been busy and on lockdown, trying to play it safe. He is an old man, but eventually Danny DeVito will make it back to the Ghost Princess stream, and all will be well. He doesn't have legs anymore? What happened to his legs? I hope he didn't get diabetes. Nerdy Minish fussed at your older brother earlier. Oh my. Ghost Princess has Thomas Hanks now? Oh my. You're not just calling him Tom, you're calling him Thomas. That is a level of familiarity that I did not know that us mere mortals could achieve with Tom Hanks. So Ghost Princess, I don't know what strings you're pulling over there in the spirit realm, over there being a ghost and all that, but you're doing it right, and I appreciate that very much. Famajack has just popped into the house. Welcome, Famajack. Hope you are doing well, you and the wife and the puppy. You've been kicking a lot of ass with your commentated playthroughs on YouTube, so just keep your nose on that grindstone. The search algorithms will eventually be in your favor, and I know that YouTubing will be a good time. Okay, seriously, more like it's been like there have been like 7 or 8 songs played, and at least 6 of them have been Sonic songs. You know, this song is rad as heck, so I'm not gonna argue any further. But anyway, well, I was Sega 86 your current Let's Play. What? I saw you making mention of there being like a copyright strike for some of the audio, just like a tiny bit of it. That's as much as I could gather, Famajack. But that doesn't make sense at all, because usually there's no part of Sega that's getting aggressive on all of those on all of their Let's Plays. Sega's supposed to be super friendly towards all that stuff. Binary Domain is the game, and yeah, I know. Usually you've been appearing in my algorithm. Yeah, I believe. Yeah, yesterday you posted a channel update, which is right here, where you spent 1 minute and 47 seconds discussing your situation, especially with the video caption. Sega doesn't screw around with YouTubers and streamers, apparently. So you were going quite well. You were 7 parts into Binary Domain before you got your neck stepped on there. It looks like. Claims several segments. How strange. I kind of wonder if Binary Domain, I mean, I know that very few games do it. I know Control does it, where the game might have, if it's new enough especially, the game might have a streamer mode, in which case the game will not play any copyrighted music during a playthrough. Yeah, I'd say definitely mistake. Like, I wonder if it's, because there are a lot of imposters claiming copyrights on YouTube as well. And like it might look like Sega themselves is doing it, but it might be someone with a fake name that looks like Sega. It's oh dang, turn down your appeal. What a shame. Yeah, because you want to try to monetize every video for as much as it's worth. So yeah, gotta change course somehow, some way. So before I get into so yeah, Binary Domain abandoned for your playthroughs. Totally get it. You're trying your best. If anyone would like to subscribe to Famajack's YouTube channel, looks like you don't quite have the vanity URL locked in. I know those YouTube settings are a freaking labyrinth. It's hard to nail that down, but hopefully you can get youtube.com/user/Famajack, and we can lock into your channel that way. But yeah, it's all a process. It's all a bunch of tiny moving parts that we just hope that we can keep aligned. We hope that we can keep aligned all the time. And yeah, sometimes the wheels fall off, especially when Sega's copyright police get a little bit litigious. So before I jump into The Legend of Zelda, I've had something that's been in the back of my mind for a little while, of a certain kind of charity stream that I wanted to do, and a specific charity that I've had on my mind for a long time that I think deserves a lot of support. And recent events have more or less forced my hand a little bit. I didn't have a set date. I was just going to kind of keep putting it off and being lazy about it, but now it's after seeing the way that things have been on Twitch and other various factors, it's all hitting a little bit too close to home. So I wanted to eventually at least kind of propose a little bit of a charity stream here. Let me make sure that I bring up their website for you guys so that you can have a look here. There is a certain organization that exists here in Arizona that I would like to support. A place called the Sojourner Center. As it goes with as it goes with, especially now with isolation, people being forced to stay at home with each other more and more often. People who used to be able to have opportunities of at least escape or reprieve, brief pauses in time away from their abusers, they may no longer have that. And in abusive situations of all kinds, you're going to want to find a way, somehow, some way, to be able to hide, to gather yourself, to escape, to get some support while you figure out your next move to rebuild your life. And that's what the Sojourner Center is all about. They've been serving Arizonans for a long, long time, and they've made sure that people who have been in abusive situations help to find a way out. Because, quite a few of us, quite a few people in those positions can be very lucky. They can rely on a family member. They can rely on a friend. They can go hide out from their abuser while they try to gather their lives for their next move to try to live independently of that bad person in their lives. So look to me sometime in July. I'm going to do a long stream on a Saturday to support the Sojourner Center. The next and I've been kind of writing down a personal kind of a queue of games of things I would do in if I were ever to do an event stream. So I think I'm going to do Super Mario Bros. 3 100% on a date to be announced sometime in the future, probably within the next 3 to 5 weeks, to benefit the Sojourner Center, because there definitely has been a lot of light that has been shined upon abusers of all stripes out there, and the people who've been affected by those abusers definitely need to have as much of an opportunity as they can to get out from those situations. And yeah, I totally get it. There might be people unwilling to donate because this is just an Arizona-based charity, but it's, as I live in Phoenix, this is the place for better or worse that forged me as a person. I want to make sure that I represent my own here, and the Sojourner Center is going to be the place where I would do my first ever charity stream. So you can check it out on your own time and all that, but just know that is something that is going to be coming up to the stream sometime in the future, and I thank you all for your consideration and letting me get all that out. Hello, Mirth Turtle. Hope you're having a good day. Happy Thursday to you. So let's bring on some of the better feelings. The GameCube is waiting. The GameCube is sitting here wanting to do so much more, and that is to play some Ocarina of Time Master Quest. So let's get that all fired up. Can slide down the regular tunes here, set that progressive scan mode, and let's have this take over. No, the Wavebird does not rumble, unfortunately. So let's rock this. So when we last left off on the Ocarina of Time Master Quest, I had finally dragged myself through some really wretched sequences in Death Mountain, but now the crazy, hazy, fiery top of Death Mountain has been calmed, and we get to go dive deep down into the Water Temple, with a stop in the Ice Cavern first and foremost, so that we can get the Iron Boots, among other things. So, best title screen ever. Really it is. Truly. It truly puts your head in the Zelda mood, and it's delightful to behold. So, all right, so that's where I'm starting. All right. I recall I saved the game somewhere in the Death Mountain crater, but it started me there. Yeah, until you realize you're playing Master Quest, because everything is all nice, fine, and dandy here aesthetically on the outside, in between dungeons, and well, actually, even sometimes outside of the dungeons, there are some weird little tweaks, especially since some of these dungeons, they decided to change around the position of a lot of the gold skulltulas, and that meant they changed their positions in the rest of the world as well. So we end up having to deal with a lot more weirdness as a result. Master Quest is here to terrorize me. It's okay. I am here to bear the brunt of the pain for you guys so that you don't have to. Never fear, Yuga 2 is here. Good evening, Yuga 2. Welcome. Glad to have you in here. Hope you are well. Hope the shifts aren't killing you. Hope the humidity is leaving something behind for you. An Arctic wind is blowing from Zora's River. Do you feel it? No, I don't. I'm wearing the hot red tunic right now. Third night off. Oh, snap. Your weekend's almost over, Yuga 2. Yeah, I guess I haven't quite honed in on your work schedule, or I haven't even fully determined if your days off are consistent. It's blasted because of sleep. Gotcha. You eat anything fun, Yuga 2? You are always finding like the best possible meal combinations out there in restaurant land near you. So I'm curious. Like you'll mention a dinner, and I'm like, oh hell yes, I need to have that dinner as well. Okay, just a fairy fountain. That's fine, as long as I uncovered it. Stupid little annoying headache, might be sinuses. Oh yeah. And aren't you in the blast zone of that giant dust cloud of Saharan air that's of Sahara dust that's blowing through? I've been seeing that as well. That apparently like the entire Gulf of Mexico is just getting a weird haze because of that crazy big cloud of dust that managed to cross the entire freaking Atlantic to find you guys. So no telling what's hiding inside that dust that might also be ruining your entire vibe. I also wonder how much they may have changed the position of the pose as well. Because traversing down certain places gets you pose. Well, usually Mom's allergy is active as well, but she's fine. Chalks it up to low carb. Ah, now that is actually a totally fair thing to call there, because if you're on low carb, odds are you are eating a lot of foods that are not causing a lot of inflammation. So that leaves room in your body's defense mechanisms to be able to manage things. If any allergens come by. And Art on hold. We also got half of AZ on fire with monsoon season around the bend, so it's going to be fun. You are not wrong there, Art on hold. And this is the weirdest thing. Okay, Arizona monsoon season is weird. First and foremost, we're like one of the only places in the whole U.S. that uses the word haboob. After that, and I guess all you got to know about haboobs is that haboobs are dust storms, but mathematical property. All haboobs are dust storms, but not all dust storms are haboobs. A specific weather event is what happens to trigger a haboob, and it's not just a bunch of blowing wind that kicks up a ton of dust. We got legit ass haboobs. Yes, like straight up, the kind of weather you see in Arizona is the same kind of weather you see in Iraq. We have that straight up mystical Agrabah weather, you know. Some Saudi Arabian climate going on here, like from The Mummy, 1999. On point, Art on hold. On point indeed. How you doing, Art on hold? Long time no see. I hope we can get around to hanging out with each other soon. I should really get off my ass and exercise for you, bro, so that I can maybe possibly be competent at Dance Dance Revolution again. Also, kind of sucks that the Gaming Zone has reduced their hours. I went to the Gaming Zone on Tuesday to look for some things, and that Tempe location is cleaned out. It looks like the brothers are putting the most love into their Gilbert store, because that's apparently much closer to home for them. So if I'm hunting for more video game goodies, I might just wait for Friday or Saturday evenings and head on over in that direction. Wait, what? What the heck did I actually open? I didn't open anything. Did I glitch the shit out of it by whacking it with the hammer first? Is that what happened? But this coming Saturday, I will be taking a field trip down south to Tucson because my dear sweet moderator Gravebook tipped me off about a retro game shop that is closing down. So naturally, they're going to want to liquidate some of their inventory, and I need to capitalize on that. Wanted to throw something up today. Been feeling drained. Ooh, that's a brutal feeling, Yuga 2. Dang. Can't imagine what kind of illness has found you, but I hope it subsides soon, and I hope it's not what it could be. Bro sold some stuff to Fallout Games and got like $400 for his swag, which is really impressive for a Genesis, OG Nintendo, and a 360 with games and accessories. You know, if he had an OG NES, especially if it was a front loader, I would happily have taken that off his hands. Because I've been looking to get my filthy mitts on an NES that I could refurb and make, and maybe get sent in for an NES RGB or high def NES, and that would have been a great opportunity. But oh well, it happens. Might just be blood pressure, sugar. Oh yeah, that's actually a crazy feeling. I know exactly when I have low blood sugar issues because it ends up manifesting as something like I get kind of the shakes, and I feel like it feels like nausea, but it's not exactly nausea. I never actually throw up, but it's this weird internal feeling that's like half nausea. It's like the feeling of nausea without the stomach actually doing stuff. So just eating anything, even if you don't feel hungry, eating anything can kind of coerce the body into doing a little bit more. Craigslist says OG Nintendo all the time. See, and that's the thing. I would have much rather bought the OG Nintendo from someone I know. I totally realize people are selling OG Nintendo on Craigslist. Hopefully for no more than like 50 or 60 bucks, because those things are still damn plentiful. How would I feel about a retro USB AVS? I'm kind of like, I'm not opposed to it, but I just feel like there's something super neat about having original hardware. I'm just a mega geek like that. A retro USB AVS would actually be super awesome, and it would probably solve like 85% of the problems that I want, because it has stellar game compatibility. It outputs HDMI. I haven't looked into too many of the details on it, other than I know it exists. I know it does HDMI. It plays the original carts. So if I get a retro USB AVS and an EverDrive, I'd probably be set for life Nintendo-wise. But just there's something nice and visceral about being able to flip the little thing and pop that cartridge down and relive some of the good old days. Tell me, brother, to bring him great shame. Yeah, Art on Hold, seriously. And, oh, Phoenix Zombie, you're looking to sell your retro USB AVS? Very interesting. Don't those things usually retail, what, like $180, I believe? Plays FDS? I did not know the AVS played FDS games. Like, I know it had a slot, it has a slot for popping Famicom games on top, but a port for the Famicom disk system as well. Because, like, that would be the dopest possible thing if I could legit play FDS games on stream. A port on the side. There was some crazy add-on I saw a while ago where apparently North American NES consoles, even the front loader, still happened to have, like, it was covered up by the shell of the console, but it still had the port down below, and someone invented a USB drive emulator thingy for the FDS, and you can just dump all the ROMs on that, and it plays all the FDS games from USB. I'd say just get a Twin Family and replace the belt. Are Twin Families really that affordable? Because a Twin Family would be really sweet. I'm sure that if I had a Twin Family, then if I had a Twin Fami, then I could get a Famicom EverDrive, and then with that Famicom EverDrive, I could very likely play NES games off it. So that seems plausible. Logistics offline, Phoenix Zombie. Okay, ooh, very lightly used. Okay. Because, yeah, the only NES action I truly have to my name is my original NES that I got for Christmas a long time ago. And if I have the means to keep it intact, then I will. But I'm also not above modding it. Like, seriously, I haven't used that NES in an incredibly long time. You kind of have an analog NT Mini coming to replace it. Oh! I get it. Using the sale of the retro USB to kind of subsidize the analog NT Mini. Genius move. And yeah, Navigator, throw up that link. Let us see all the splendor that you got there. Were there actually any games that ran on the Nintendo PlayStation? I don't believe there were. There may have been like a couple demo homebrew programs that people have developed over the years for it. Ben Heck had a very fascinating video series where he actually brought the unit back to life. And he just ran a simple app for it. FDS stick from the guy who does the DS capture. Oh, very interesting. Gonna give a quick peek at that. And then a Twin Fami on eBay. Yeah, the FDS stick. That is so... Oh, that is so cool. The FDS stick is just... I have no words. It is so freaking genius. And that eBay Sharp Twin Fami... 138? Really? Huh. Maybe I scrape together a few more pennies over the next few weeks and get one of those, because that seems super cool. And then it would be a certain amount to get it RGB or whatever modded. Belt is busted. Have to refurb the disk drive. And yeah, I'm sure that there are belt sellers all over the place, and those belts are cheap to come by. The replacement is probably like not difficult but tedious, as it tends to go with devices like that. So I would not be above replacing the belt on the disk drive. I'm not scared about that. It would be a good opportunity to blow the thing out and make it feel brand new again on the side. And well, I guess that's the other part. It's $140 because the belt is busted. I'm imagining now, what if it were functional? Yeah, but having an RGB modded Twin Fami, because I'm sure the circuitry, I'm sure the mod stuff still works all the same, because there's still the same CPU and PPU inside there. You just have to reroute the ribbon cables a little bit differently. That's all, and the existing modifications can probably work just fine for the Twin Fami. I would be into that. We go get a little bit more money from selling this Poe. Hey, young man, what's happening today? If you have a Poe, I will buy it. Your card now has 0 points. Come back again. Oh, you brought a Poe today. This is a normal Poe. Here are your 10 rupees. Take them. You are on it, Navigator. I swear it's like you probably have a very elaborate set of eBay trackers that let you always be able to keep tabs on retro consoles. That's super awesome. What the heck else did I want to do? Oh, I should probably... I'm gonna go stop at Kakariko Village so I can get at least one at least one red potion in one of my bottles. Nope, you just constantly troll eBay. Oh, you're just an eBay crunching machine, Navigator. Yeah, because you never know if someone is gonna throw something up there and then just completely like misvalue it, and then you end up being able to get an awesome deal as a result. I actually just lost an auction like 3 minutes ago. Model 1 Saturn with 2 Model 1 controllers and Clockwork Knight, and last I checked it was like 135-ish. And I'm like, that's the ceiling of what I would pay, and especially with where my finances are right now. So I already have one functional Saturn with a pseudo Saturn on it. I can play burned games. It's fine for now, and I'm sure I will eventually get myself a satiator, and it'll be even better when that time comes. So I'm not too worried about my Saturn situation. You want a Sega CD, but the Mega EverDrive Pro is pretty much making having the Sega CD pointless, and I think that's maybe one of the best things that some of the retro hardware developers out there have done, is being able to being able to kind of do price controls on certain console sales. Because yeah, if someone might try to extort me for, you know, a full-on Genesis Tower of Power, but I could also grab a Mega EverDrive Pro, pop it into my Genesis on top of a 32X, and be good with that. You got a GameCube and a Game Boy player for $80? Wow! I paid that much for this very GameCube that I'm streaming on, and one of my Wavebirds, which I thought was a pretty good deal too. And the mode is shipping within the next 2 weeks. Yeah, I need to scrape together some money to get a mode as well. I would really like to. I feel like I'm at the point, especially once I've kind of seen the realities of what some of the torrented sets of Dreamcast games are like, that I might be better off just maybe getting a second Dreamcast, and then sticking mode inside that, and then I plug the Akira into that, and it's perfect for streaming. Yeah, the redump sets that are full GDI that you can't burn to disk. And Art on Hold. My favorite eBay memories. I typed in my search incorrectly, but I guess someone posted something with that same typo, so no one bid on it. It was a shirt from the final concert by the group X Japan in pristine condition. Got it for $12. Even had free shipping. Heck yeah, Art on Hold. Yeah, you are the biggest. I mean, you are the entire reason that I know anything about X Japan. They're bin Q now? Okay, I haven't seen a bin Q. I haven't seen the bin Q sets out there yet. Like, I know my sources aren't perfect, but I've only been. But the last set that I grabbed a little while ago was just the GDI images. Actually, I'm going to verify real quick. L Drive. Dreamcast. Navigator, thanks for that. Yeah, any way that we can get an ODE, and actually Art on Hold, I'm thinking about you as well, that maybe your Dreamcast is worthy of an ODE, and because there's some nice affordable, very functional knockoff versions of the SD card ODE for the Dreamcast, because the original manufacturer of them is just a giant weirdo. Mine are the set that I have a nice 349 game set, and inside the 7 zips are all GDI based images with bin, raw, and bin as that particular way of replicating the disk structure. Phoenix Zombie, mode pre-ordered. Keep you posted when I get everything. I would love to see the mode being demonstrated in some way. Yeah, GD Emu clones, just don't update it. Yeah, because that dude who makes the real GD Emu puts basically like ticking time bombs inside the firmware that it'll brick non-legitimate devices. But thankfully, the GD Emu is so mature at this point that it kind of doesn't matter that much. So even grabbing like a $20 GDE move from Amazon, or even, dare I say it, AliExpress, something like that, can still get your Dreamcast up and running as a nice basic ODE situation. Maybe just for the Discord group, might do a couple streams, and it's something I almost never do, or even Phoenix Zombie, a YouTube demonstration, perhaps, if at all possible. You know, I'm just spitballing. I know you have your particular vision and your personal thresholds for how you share things, but we're all kind of spitballing here. Well, I can pick up some goodies that are over here in this area. Ah, where did the fat beaner go? I missed the fat beaner. For the record, I am literally a fat beaner, so it's all good, y'all. It's all good. Promise. You guys just get lovely voice, no face, and that's perfectly fine because you'll be showing off a beautiful, highly desirable product. If I were able to link to backup archives, I'd post links to the best ROM sets for everything. I mean, these days, when it comes to a lot of consoles, the Smoke Monster sets seem to be the best ones, but if they've been outclassed over the past couple of years, then I'd love to hear about it. A 4-foot projection TV on Craigslist for free? Actually, I kid you not, Art on Hold. I have one of those downstairs. I don't know how you haven't seen it yet, or maybe you didn't notice it or you don't remember it, but yeah, giant projection TV downstairs. Even has HDMI, I kid you not. Okay, you remember it. Smoke Monster sets are typically cart-based. Oh, so Navigator, you're probably talking more the disc-based sets, because I feel like, yeah, I feel like they're always improving the disc-based sets as well. Oh, this is one of those parts where I need a, or can I just yoink? Oh, I can't. And it's too far to just jump. Or I could take the long way around, maybe. What was not plausible as Kid Link could be plausible now as Adult Link, maybe. Take a mighty leap. Nope. Nope, nope. That's fine. I'll live. It's time to start doing Zora's Domain stuff. I'm basically just stalling so I don't have to go through the entire horror show. Cause if nothing else, throughout this entire run, I've been psyching myself out, and I really have not needed to psych myself out. I'll tell you what, though, probably tomorrow is when my Game Boy player is going to arrive, and I am beyond psyched about that. And then I already got the shipping notification on my Pro Action Replay discs, so those are gonna rock out as well. Archive also surprisingly has a ton of ROMs. Yeah, heard of that for Archive. So I think by the end of next week, I will finally have my GameCube ready to rock out on the full SD to SP2 Swiss Game Boy interface madness. Well, Zora's Domain is terrifyingly frozen over, but at the very least, they still got the rockin' tunes. Gotta look on the bright side, even in the face of the apocalypse. See, I don't think this is exactly the way. I was going to use some Din's Fire, but I feel like there's a better way. Yeah, I gotta run up and get the blue fire to start really getting things back in place. And can I So if I do the Deku Stick thing... Oh, I can't Deku Stick. Okay. That's fine. I'm gonna have to sacrifice a fairy or some green potion or two so I can carry enough blue fire. I think the 4th bottle you don't get... Let me make sure. Like... I don't think you get the 4th bottle until you get, yeah, all the big pose, which is, oh my god, not about to... Ugh. You must shoot each big pose. Ugh. The big pose are such a tedious side quest. They really are. But having 4 bottles has so many benefits. That 4th bottle does so many awesome things for the rest of the game. You don't even remember how to get all the bottles. Bottle number 1, Cuckoo Lady, first time getting to Kakariko Village. Bottle number 2, Talon gives you from the Super Cuckoo game in Lon Lon Ranch. Third one is acquired from Ruto's letter. So you get the first 3 just by playing the game naturally and normally, thankfully. But then the 4th one is you really have to work your tail off for that one. Navi, can you just leave me alone, girl? Oh boy, this upcoming. Indeed. The trail, what is going on, dude? Oh my goodness, long time followers of each other on Twitter. Good to see you here, The Trail. Hope everything is well. Happy Thursday evening to you. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, gotta do some ice cavern stuff here first and foremost. Gotta get them iron boots, and then hopped off Destiny. Well, thanks for that. Yeah, you've been streaming Destiny, right? I saw you starting to hatch a master plan about about some of your streaming aspirations. You wanted to get that up and going again, right, Trail? Ooh, this room's already a little different. What's going on with Destiny 2 these days? I'm not up to speed on what the kids play, so... But I know Destiny 2 seems to be really jumping these days. Like, it seems like the entire fan base has been reinvigorated by some of the updates recently. Gonna start a Crucible grind for the Recluse soon, so streaming a bit. Okay, good to know. Well, hey, if Destiny is your kind of thing, then the Trail is gonna give you some high-level play. So feel free, everyone, to give him a follow. It's kind of disorienting with how different they made a lot of this. Is that a switch? It is a switch. They hid that switch, the dirty punks. Whoa, that knocked me back. Trying to have a good eye, because I'm like, wait a second. Those switches have a very specific geometry, and even though it was placed next to things that have similar geometry, it's good to make sure that you're keeping an eye on things. Now, this room also continues to be different, but I think I gotta go head over to the blue flame podium that's hiding over here, maybe. Oh, I still have to hit a switch. Oh, we have a... And we have a Wolfos in this room? There it is. Nope, you're getting killed first, boy. And yeah, weird stuff with that boulder disappearing. Clearly, there were a couple of kludge jobs in rebuilding this dungeon for Master Quest. And it's like the boulders are only supposed to happen if you're within a certain range. Like, it's always funny seeing where the seams are in games, where the loading zones are, the way that the game manipulates certain behaviors. I always love that stuff. Oh, we have a phantom ice blowing thing. Actually, can't I just slash these things? Yeah, just do that. I can deal more damage more quickly that way. I'm making the game fall apart at the seams. Yeah, as if I were some sort of speedrunner. I'm freaking. Oh man. Now, the true speedrunners of this game are the ones who really break it open. I'm no Narcissa Wright or anything, but you know, if I actually tried, then I could probably do some of that game-breaking stuff. Hey, I guess this was where I was supposed to go. Thought I heard a spider. Oh, there is a spider in here. Actually, less impressed that someone speedran it. More impressed that someone played this game blind. Yeah, I think that's the way to go. Zelda speedruns are a dime a dozen. They really are. Everyone runs this game. Well, everyone runs regular Ocarina of Time, but hardly anyone is touching Master Quest. And seeing the blind playthroughs are infinitely more fascinating because Ocarina of Time has been so utterly broken over the years. The fact that they achieved arbitrary code execution on it, I think the first N64 game to get ACE, like that, then that's what lets you know that they've reached the top of the mountain. That there's nothing more to do with this game. Everything, it's all been done. And when you've got arbitrary code execution, you can definitely. I think they actually already have figured out like zipping straight to the end credits from the title screen and stuff like that. And oh hey, uncovered a switch of some sort that's giving me a chest that just happens to need to be freed by pouring some blue flame on it. So I'm going to sip my green juice that I don't need, and I will have to waste a fairy as well. Will anything useful happen if I kill that spider? I feel like that spider was there specifically to draw attention to the switch and nothing more. Just me being skeptical, because they like to hide little breadcrumbs like that in these games, to where every now and then the developers will throw you a bone to help you try to reason out a room that's otherwise tough. So let's pour the blue fire. The sparkly music. Sparkly music, you guys. You found the dungeon map. Press start to get into the subscreens and look at the map subscreen. Blah, blah, blah. All those other things that we know about maps. So, let's go refill on Blue Flame, because you gotta be armed to the teeth with Blue Flame in order to be able to survive this. You know what? Let's see, I have one fairy, but I have a lot of hearts. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 10 hearts. I think with 10 hearts and the relative difficulty of this ice cavern, you know, famous last words, obviously. I'm gonna triple fist the Blue Flame, and I will sacrifice another fairy for the cause. You put a blue fire into the bottle. This is a cool flame you can use with left, down, or right. Cool flame. Yeah, plenty of health anyways. Should be fine. Yeah, exactly. I got 10 hearts and they're all full. I got this. You know, those are usually famous last words, but I got this. So, I'm gonna head over here. At least this is what feels right. I'm gonna head over here while I'm still on ground level and melt this. See if it's any use to melt this. If not, that's fine. Ooh, it is. Okay. It looked like it was a wall there. So let's see what's here. Oh boy. Indiana Jones. Oh, got trolled right there at the end. Right when I probably would have made one despawn. Oh, it's our favorite, the sliding block puzzle. Oh my god, you guys, the sliding block room. Just walk into my sword, Wolfie. Just come on, taste the blade. Taste it. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. There we go, Wolfos. Just take your punishment. At least this was the sliding puzzle room. Oh no, oh no! Oh, that Keese was about to ruin my day. Wow. I slashed that wolf so hard I broke his spine. Did you see how he was folded backwards like that? Yeah. Continued famous last words every single time. And there is a gold Skulltula hiding inside this block, which is going to be triggered by some kind of switch. Arrgh! Keese out of nowhere. No, you don't deserve to live, Cold Keese. Ice Keese. Ah! Because I saw its shadow and I'm like, oh no, you're not gonna get away with this, and then it got away with this. But it gave me 3 hearts, so it's not all bad. And hey, a fairy. I guess I'll burn this bottle on this fairy for now. Or not. And that's clearly a very sneaky door here at the end of this hallway. Yes, this room! Love the visual effect on this room. See, getting the fairy was a good idea because these guys do a shitload of damage. So it's to my benefit. Yes, I have a lot of health, but I gotta fight like 3 of these guys, I think. Moment panic sets in when you hear the music change and you hear him flapping, but you can't see him. Yeah, seriously, if there's, like I've said this for likes, and I'll say it for Keese as well, especially because on my Link's Awakening speedrun, Keese are so terrible. Hey, I got the iron boots. I've only explored like 2/3 of this dungeon. What else is hiding on the other side? Huh. But anyway, yeah, I need to commit genocide upon Keese because none of them deserve to live. Not a single one. Yeah, I could get the compass, but that's a lot of work. I think the game was a little bit on the quiet side, so I'm giving it a boost here. I just had to really turn down my volume on Tuesday night when I played River City Girls. So if the game has been super quiet, I wanna fix that because you deserve to hear the game as well. We meet again, Manic. If you came here to meet the Zoras, you wasted your time. This is all there is. With one exception, the Zoras are now sealed under this thick ice sheet. I managed to rescue the Zora princess from under the ice, but she left to head for the water temple. This ice is created by an evil curse. The monster in the water temple is the source of the curse. Unless you shut off the source, this ice will never melt. If you have courage enough to confront the danger and save the Zoras, I will teach you the melody that leads to the temple. Time passes, people move, like a river's flow, it never ends. A childish mind will turn to noble ambition. Young love will become deep affection. The clear water surface reflects growth. Now listen to the serenade of water to reflect upon yourself. A down, right, left. What's San Andreas doing to you, Yuga2? I hear out of all the GTA games, San Andreas is some of the most bullshit missions. You've learned the serenade of water. Manic, I'll see you again. Seriously, I love this Hall of Mirrors effect they did in this room. It's so neat, and I don't remember the original having this, what looks like a testing ground for the iron boots. Very interesting. And here comes... Oh boy, we love shuffling through this menu. Let's see how long I last down here. Can't breathe underwater. If you start choking, take off the boots. See, I don't remember that in the original. Oh, this is where it placed me. Right here at the beginning. You know, I've seen enough of this place. Yeah, there's so many parts of Ocarina of Time that I just straight up do not remember. And I'm okay with that. Dun, 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 dun. Woo! Alright. Oh, I still needed to get some... Oh, I forgot to take more blue fire out with me. Especially near the end of San Andreas, that minicopter mission comes to mind. Yes, the minicopter mission is the one that terrorized so many gamers, having to pilot that thing around with, like, laser precision. Ideally, I can just waltz on through. I still have to hit that dang switch up there. I'm just here to collect some blue flame, y'all. Just here to grab some cups of fire, and get out of here. And yes, I will damage boost through these rocks if I have to. Oh, thanks for giving me extra hearts there. We'll say though, Eon is doing a fantastic job in the video. Really makes the ice cavern visuals pops. Thanks, Phoenix Zombie. Yeah, this thing, you know, for anyone who's curious, for anyone whose GameCube has the digital output port, you'll probably want to go for the Carby unless you really need the advanced features of the GCHD from Eon. You'll get really similar results either way because it uses the same firmware and nearly the same chipset as well. But the Eon GCHD runs $150, so you have to really want it to be able to do what it does. I kind of didn't. I was kind of like not so fortunate. I have the GCHD Mark I, which only has the HDMI output. And that functionality has since been replicated by the Insurrection Industries Carby, which only sells for $80. But these days, the GCHD Mark II still sells for $150, but it has the most amazing analog output, and I think it even does like Toslink audio as well, or optical audio out, something heavy duty like that. Like absolutely bonkers AV output options based upon the digital port. You get to... Been working on one where I gotta chase a dude on a bike. The most frustrating missions. First 15 times around, kept hitting shit and using up my ammo and dying. After flinging the dude off my bike over and over past, and somehow he survived after gunning down the guy on a bike, flipped the car I was driving to the end of the mission, and blew up my buddy. Dang, you get to... The spectacular ways that one can fail in GTA. Yeah, the fact that they gave it... the fact that they gave the GCHD Mark II compatibility with Wii component cables is the most genius move, because those cables are so plentiful, and it was definitely the right move, because Wii component cables are incredibly available and cheap, and it's a damn shame that that Nintendo just utterly refused to mass produce component cables for the GameCube. They were on. For those unaware of the GameCube's crazy history with video output, there were two hardware revisions of GameCube back in the day. The launch model, which is the type of model that I'm playing on right now. The launch model, which has a ton of port options. The launch model has has two ports on the rear, the standard Nintendo analog out, as well as this mysterious digital output port. The GameCube is the only console of Nintendo's to have this specific type of digital output port, and Nintendo, the only thing Nintendo ever really put out in in the Americas to leverage a digital output port was a component cable, and it wasn't just a simple component cable. It was a cable that had a purpose-made special chip inside the connector to help decode the output of the digital port on the GameCube. Later model versions of the GameCube do not have this digital output port, and also they're missing a serial port to bring down costs. So it took a very long time, and we are now very fortunate. If you're a GameCube lover, you have all the video options you could possibly want these days. Yep, Phoenix Zombie, that was what GameCube owners had to rely upon for a while. The solder-in solution that rips out the digital port and puts in an HDMI port instead. And I can definitely understand not wanting to wait. That's, that was what was available to you at the time. That's what you were willing to pay for. That was, that was a choice you made. But I was always in a different, we're all at different points in how we relate ourselves to retro. So I was in a position to get myself this GCHD, and I'm loving it. Component was too new at the time. It kind of was. It was definitely on the new side. Like, we were in a really weird place with TVs. Like, we were right before the digital flat panel age. HDMI was like only on the super high-end stuff. Component was only on the more expensive CRTs. And on CRTs, everything, and really I will still stand by this, as much as I'm obviously a quality snob playing my GameCube on a GCHD here for stream, S-Video is plenty enough video quality in a lot of cases. A lot of cases. Those big ass Wiga TVs, oh man. Yeah, the peak of the Sony Trinitron CRT. If only we had the foresight to purchase component cables from Nintendo years earlier. Yeah, Phoenix Zombie, me, you, Navigator, we'll go back to 2002, and we'll time travel back to 2002. We'll buy up a grip of Nintendo component cables. We'll each buy like 20 of them. Then we'll make a stop in like 2015, 2016, make a tidy profit, and then come back here and laugh our way to the bank. Sega blesses everyone with 3 straight consoles with the best RGB output in the game. Yep. Yeah, Sega, man, there's really something magical about the Saturn especially. And then they gave the Dreamcast VGA, of all things. Just bonkers what Sega did for video output. But seriously, if you've not had the opportunity to witness Sega Saturn RGB output, it is a gorgeous sight to behold. Running it through my 2X SCART was a revelation. Sega knew what they were doing. Sometimes. Yeah, only sometimes. They'd have bright ideas, and the bright idea would be awesome, but sometimes poorly executed in the context of the console that the idea showed up in. Oh, I've come back to life. Was it you who saved me? Don't be nervous. It looks like you have a hard time breathing underwater. As an expression of my gratitude, I grant you this tunic. With this, you won't choke underwater. You got a Zora tunic. This diving suit is adult size, so it won't fit a kid. Wear it and you won't drown underwater. Sega CD was lit, but Sega of America had to cobble its own dev kit because Japan refused to give them one. Yeah, that internal culture war between Sega of Japan and Sega of America was such a tragedy. So many millions of dollars wasted, and Sega lasted far longer than it should have in spite of itself. OG Love, Take 57, Scene 3, Action. Keep on crushing that GTA, Yuga2. I have faith. And I believe I can use that blue fire, my last blue fire, to open the shop again. Because it's got that special ice in front of it. And see, that's such a tiny shop. Like, what kind of TARDIS shop are we going for here? This is some really weird bending, warping time and space kind of stuff. But it doesn't look like there's anything here I can buy, and the bow and arrow aren't going to be terribly useful in the water dungeon. I know there's 2 quiver upgrades. Make sure that I'm aware of where they are and what they do. Bigger quiver. Okay, it's all shooting gallery minigame as an adult. Okay. 40 arrows and then 50 arrows. That horseback archery minigame in the Gerudo Fortress is terrible, and I refuse to do it. Yeah, there will never be anything like the 90s for gaming. There never really will, especially with Sega going just completely bonkers at home and in the arcades, just throwing out bombs left and right. Nintendo planted the seed for RPG games. Only reason Electronic Arts was able to make games for the Genesis because they reverse engineered the system and made a pirate dev kit. Wow. Yeah, that's why EA's cartridges looked so different, because they weren't getting anything from Sega. They took the EA took the Tengen route, and they won. They really won. Oh yeah. Atari was just as nasty as Nintendo was, so of course Atari was going to be like, you know what, we're going to reverse engineer the NES lockout chip and roll our own games and not have to be subject to the licensing whims of Nintendo, and let them come at us, let them try to come at us, and we'll deal with whatever the fallout. Yeah, Sega never went after EA because well, when it comes down to it, Sega bolstered the Genesis like crazy, so why would Sega, go look a gift horse in the mouth like that? Yeah, Video Game Historian did a very awesome video on the battle between Nintendo and Tengen. Really fascinating stuff, like more than you thought you knew. Yeah, EA and those gigantic cartridges that had the yellow tab on the side, loved them so much. You know what? I'm gonna head over to Lake Hylia in style. I'm gonna ride my horsey pie. She should still be over here near Kakariko Village. I'll at least pop into Kakariko Village for the shooting minigame, and then I'll roll. Favorite of theirs during that time was Skitchin. Skitchin was a pretty genius concept, and well, that of course, let them reuse that engine for the Road Rash games. But yeah, Skitchin was a crazy concept. I would love to see a modern remake of Skitchin, but at the same time, I realize there's probably a ton of people who would get excessively angry about it, about how it would promote dangerous behavior, kind of like the same way that people got in an uproar over Jackass. Like, it just sucks that there's that kind of backlash would happen, even though it's just a video game. It's harmless. Super quiet. Hey, it's all good, Gravebook. Thanks for hanging. Hope you're doing well. Hope the purple hair is rocking very hard for you still. Hope that color lasts. Yeah, Skitchin, absolutely relic of its time. Could not have existed at any other point in gaming history. When flannel was a thing, yeah. When you cranked up your Walkman with a Butthole Servers cassette inside it, and then went out to skate. Let's see, where is that shooting gallery hiding? It's probably it's this thing over here with the target on it. A dir. Ooh. He's a big hairy brute. You want to play a game? 20 rupees per play. Sure. Okay, this is a game for grown-ups. Hyrule's famous shooting gallery. Take aim at the targets from that platform over there. Can you hit 10 targets? You get 15 shots. Draw your weapon with me. Are you ready? Go for a perfect score. Good luck. Oh boy, it's been a while since I've effed with this game. Too bad. Practice hard and come back. You want to play a game? Sure, I'll give it one more try now that I'm a little bit better with the controls. Phoenix Zombie, still prefer that music over most of today's music. Love some Alice in Chains. Fired up Ocarina of Time on 3DS out of curiosity, see where I was years back. Looks like I stopped at Death Mountain. Death Mountain as a child or Death Mountain as an adult? That's an important distinction. Because I feel like the Death Mountain dungeon, whether in regular Ocarina of Time or on Master Quest, does not nearly get the respect due for its difficulty. That dungeon is incredibly intimidating. Oh, I already blew one? Jeez. Ah, almost. Well, all right, I'll let you try one more time for free. This time, you gotta do it. Dang it. And it's just a matter of training yourself for the specific spawns, because the spawns are all the same. They're just somewhat randomized every time. Yeah, no pressure at all, even though I got a nice free one. Nope, if I have to get perfect to get a quiver upgrade, screw that noise. I'm good with 30. I'm good with 30. I will live. I will find a way to prosper with 30 arrows, dang it. It was worth a try. Because I was right there at the entrance. Just had to go for it anyway. Alright. Heading on over to Lake Hylia. Well, there goes the 100% run. Yeah. I feel like 100% runs are for people who are 100% runs are only entertaining on stream if you're one of those people who speed runs 100% runs. Otherwise, I'm not going to sit here and go mega and go struggle like crazy. Oh, sweet. That's one big Poe down. Might as well turn him in and start my big Poe quest. Maybe by the end of next stream I will I'll get all the big Poes. And what's even more crazy, they still fit in the same size bottle. Sell it at the ghost shop for a lot of money. Appreciate you giving me shit, Phoenix Zombie. Because I certainly bring the shit giving onto myself from time to time. I love how that dark purple haze starts to appear. They just change the color grading on the entire game world right there as you approach the castle. Really nice touch. A little bit strange, but it lets you know that you're close to the terrifying stuff. Oh, you brought a Poe today. Very interesting. This is a big Poe. I'll buy it for 50 rupees. On top of that, I'll put 100 points on your card. If you earn 1,000 points, you'll be a happy man. And Epona sees the water and goes, "Nope, can't jump that, even though earlier you stole me by having me jump a very high wall." Yes. Her ability to jump is dictated by this, is dictated purely by plot. Okay, back into some nice clear skies. I like how they put this really big, crazy, intimidating structure in front of Lake Hylia to make it seem like the like Epona was mandatory, but really there's some ladders over on the side, so you can just climb in anyway. Like a little reward for the observant. Could you put the loading zone a little further back, Nintendo? Jeez. Lake Hylia, it's nearly dry. Oh my. Let's see, how far will the game allow Epona to go down into the lake? This is a very important question. This is some incredibly intricate scientific research that needs to take place. How far will she go? Is it just that particular texture seam where she'll refuse to go further? Ooh. Ooh, she's going down, down, down. She's taking it all the way to the edge. Wow. You go, girl. All right. Well, it's time to get fancy. Time to crip up here. Thought your game was clipping from it before I realized it was just rain. Yeah, I know it was causing an odd visual effect there. Okay, less bottle and more hammer. I feel like that's a good move for now. Those iron boots look like they weigh a ton. If you wear those boots, maybe you'll be able to walk the bottom of like. Okay, so I have to. Okay, good. There it is. Because the button was faded out for some reason. I'm like, no, I should be able to. Boots made of iron that weigh a lot? Oh my. And now we enter the much feared water dungeon in Master Quest, which allegedly is much simpler. I'm going to try to go unguided on this, because if I go guided, it tends to actually slow me down a lot more in a way that's super frustrating. Yeah, already underwater, wearing the boots. Like, can Navi just be... How frustrating can she possibly be? So, alright, y'all. I am going to rock some tunes here. I'm going to take myself a little break and do some human things, but do not fret. In about 10 to 15 minutes, I will return with more Master Quest. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, and everyone in between, I'm gonna rock a block of ads here to get rid of pre-roll ads for any incoming viewers. Your patience is appreciated. We will resume after these messages. Alright everyone, it is time to resume. I have gathered my energy, I have collected my strength. It is time to take on the water temple, you guys, and yeah, it's gonna be a good time, I think. You're gonna see what this redesigned water temple is gonna be like. It's gonna be pretty crazy, to say the least, I think. See, can I just... Can't take my way out? Okay, gonna be a lot of... Get used to that sound. Hope everyone is still doing well. Contrix! Hey, thanks for popping in. You had a long day out there on the factory floor, getting it in, working all that stock. Hope you are well. Thanks for coming in, Contrix. Always good to see ya. You gonna put me on the TV or anything like that? might as well just go to what's available. Like, this has always been my approach with a water dungeon, is just go to the places that are available that are immediately available without changing the water level. Only change the water level when necessary. Arms are dead. Ooh, what part of the job killed your arms, Contrix? You called? Yeah. Yep, Contrix called for sexies, and Neurolab definitely causes all of the underwear to get soaked. What's going on, Neurolab? Glad to have you in here. Hope all is well. Neurolab is the pantyhose. Ooh, what's down here? Something that I can't open. Great. And now I have to unequip. The hose of panties. I see what you did there, Neurolab, and I fully appreciate the pun. Say it, don't spray it unless you're saying it with your panties, and in that case, definitely spray it. Uh-huh, a familiar face. Oh, you. If I'm right, Manic? You're Manic, aren't you? It's me, your fiancée Ruto, Princess of the Zoras. I never forgot the vows we made to each other 7 years ago. You're a terrible man to have kept me waiting for these 7 long years. But now is not the time to talk about love. I'm sure you've already seen it. Zora's domain, totally frozen. A young man named Sheik saved me from under the ice. But my father and the other Zoras have not yet. I want to save them all. I want to save Zora's domain. You have to help me. This is a request from me, the woman who's going to be your wife. Manic, you have to help me destroy the evil monster in the temple, okay? Inside the water temple, there are 3 places where you can change the water level. I'll lead the way. Follow me, quickly. You, me, Snuggles, now! Okay, she said quickly, but that doesn't exactly look like a quick move. Just saying. Just saying. You really gotta wonder, back in like, I don't know, 1997, the day someone at Nintendo, like, they finished designing and crafting this meticulous menu system, and then they realized the functionality of the iron boots, and they're like, wait a second, how are we gonna rock this? And then lo and behold, the way that it is rocked is not great. No room here. Can't just equip them. They fixed that in later Zeldas, of course, especially starting in Wind Waker, where they made it an item, and they fixed it in the 3DS version as well. I think I can Din's fire this room because there are torches on the ceiling. So if I manage to stand, well, right here, dead center. Yep, Famijack, water temple time. Master Quest water temple. So expect the unexpected. That is so, like, viciously anime the way that he puts out the fire. Thanks for lurking, Neurolab. Uh-oh. Oh, 3 of them! Good lord. I wonder if I can hammer some of them to death. Ooh. He dances around just a little too much. Sorry, Neurolab. The only true knowers of all of the commands are me and Gravebook. Keep trying, Neurolab. You're gonna keep failing. But you are giving me some very interesting ideas for anyone who tries to brute force it. There you go, you found my uptime. Alright. Almost died, but that's okay. What's that? Usually when something like that is spotted, the Ocarina influences it. Let's see, what about... Nada? Okay. What about... Unless... Finally beat the mission. Dang, Yuga2, that was a heck of a grind. That was like, what, a good 45 minutes, it seems like? Neuralab, don't make me time you out like you timed me out in Ghost Princess's channel. Okay, what about that, what about the water song? What about A down, right, right, left? Okay. Okay, Phoenix Zombie, you have indeed actually made mention of something that I should probably do. You finally, Phoenix Zombie, you nailed down the first actually useful possible command, in spite of Neuralab just repeatedly shoving his thumb up his own ass about commands that that Manic Panic to be able to instantly push my raid call out when the time comes. Seriously, this is driving me nuts. Now, see, here's the thing. I realize for a lot of you that what Neuralab PhD is doing is annoying, but me and Neuralab go back to high school, so I know exactly what he's doing. So I'm not even affected by it. No, Ghost Princess, you will not get the commands either. Aren't you cleaning the house and drinking mimosas, Ghost Princess? You should drink more. Fart Ripple! What's going on, Fart Ripple? Another homeboy from back in the day. Right up here in this piece. What's going on, Fart Ripple? Fart Ripple will soon be streaming plenty of PS2 games and is going to rock them with his Retro Tank Pro like a total boss and some HD Retrovision cables. You ran out of mimosa, Ghost Princess? Just saying, someone who's been paying attention to chat and taking notes can figure most of them out, indeed, but some of them are a little bit more obscure. Do I need, like, the lens of truth for that? Can I just bash it open? No, cannot. So what the heck was the purpose of this? Now it's driving me nuts. Now I have to know what to do in this. Now I have to pull a guide. Are you effing kidding me? That was the trigger? Just the tip, Neuralab. Just the tip. Do I still have a fairy? I think I still have a fairy. Okay. gonna swim around a little bit. Okay, I made it through. Made it through that hole. And that looks like another spot where I can shoot it off. You guys give me way too much credit for working on my bot, by the way. Trying to brute force commands like that. Like, to honestly consider the possibility that I might have the timer energy to have set up so many commands, that is incredibly bold of, like, all of you. So, I'm flattered. Okay, seriously, but Princess, where'd you go? I guess. Was there the... Let's see here. I like how the rendering switches to being more rough around the edges when you pause. Yeah, that's something that I found out to be interesting as well, Phoenix Zombie, that we've got like a 640 by 480 here, but for some reason it like turns off the shader and you can see it. I don't know if it's maybe something in the menus got visually glitchy when it was in that rendering mode, so the emulator here for the GameCube knows to change the resolution for the menu specifically, and then switches in between. It's really crazy. You got to give Nintendo credit. They'll stamp out all possible emulator attempts in so many other ways, but they make a pretty fine emulator for themselves. Ooh, Ghost Princess has murder on the brain. I wonder what happened today. If I, if I ran out of mimosa, I would probably want to murder as well, because that's just, that's some mimosa blue balling, and no one deserves that. I swear I saw the thingy. There is no flavor of the week for wings. All flavors are valid in the wing world. We don't treat any flavor of wings with any particular specific regard, Contrix and Girl Tricks. For the wing must be treated with respect. We must honor the holy sacrifice that the chicken gave so that we may sustain our lives. That all the rest of the chicken has gone elsewhere, but those two little wings cause us so much pleasure, regardless of the sauce you slather of them, regardless if you dry rub them, regardless if you roast them, if you grill them, you fry them. There is no specific flavor, there is no specific preparation. Make sure you get chicken wing bone in and enjoy them exactly how you like, and don't let anyone make you feel bad for the way you eat wings, or the flavors you choose, or the dipping sauce that you choose, alright? Just making sure that everyone is clear on my stance with wings. Shut up and show me your boobies. Jermo, what's going on? Another one of my homeboys from back in the day. This time around, Jermo comes at me from a previous job that has scarred us both mentally for the rest of our lives. Seriously, Rockstar realizes they kind of have a license to print money with GTA 5. They know they're going to sell a ton on the PS5 just by making a straight port and doing the bare minimum. It's so brilliant. Thank you, The Trail, for understanding my chicken grievances. Okay, that was odd. Oh! At least these guys go down easy. Blame 2K for a lot of the shit. Well, 2K is big on 2K is big on their remakes as well, like how they just dropped the BioShock collection for Switch. And Fire Ripple, your wife is annoyed at how you don't clean your wings. And see, that is exactly what I was talking about, Fire Ripple, that we must honor the sacrifice of the chicken and make sure that as much meat as possible is stripped from those bones. Even the cartilage is good for you, provides vital amino acids upon digestion. You can do your body a lot of favor and flavor by making sure that every last bit of the wing is consumed. Now, see, here's the problem as well with boneless wings, and I hate that I have to like sit here and pontificate correctly. I'm not telling anyone to eat the bone on wings. I'm just saying clean the bones. Leave the bones as stripped as you reasonably can. The human mouth is easily capable of that. Now, when it comes to the wife says, "Preach it." The boneless wing, as it were, is an abomination created by marketing departments to get you to eat more chicken in ways that are inferior. What's really frustrating is that boneless wings do not ever involve wing meat. You will obviously see them in the advertisement saying 100% breast meat, which immediately makes them not wing meat. So they're already selling you on a lie. So they are shaped like nuggets, but they are not texturally like nuggets, because when you get into nuggets are essentially the hot dog, the bologna of the poultry world, because you're grinding up chicken dicks and snouts and whatever other viscera to be able to make the meat for the common nugget. When you get into tenders, boneless wings, and other things of the periphery where the meat is not as processed, then that's a whole other category of its own. So while boneless wings are not quite nuggets, they're also not quite tenders either. They occupy a weird purgatory middle ground of the chicken consumption world. So put on your big boy pants, eat the bone-in wings, and prosper in life. Please, please. Now, see, Neurolab, you hit the clip button way too soon, because I just kept going, because obviously I have a passion for wings. And I have made sure that my stance on wings and the consumption of chicken is exceptionally clear. We're getting salty figuratively about wings. I would love to get salty literally about wings, because I am a freak for salty food. So yes, Fart Ripple, I am on your wife's side. Clean the chicken wing, honor the sacrifice the chicken made for you, get all of the flavor. That's why she still looks like, that's probably why your wife still gets carded everywhere you go, because all that extra chicken material, all that viscera, all those tendons, all the cartilage is keeping her looking young. You should do that too, Fart Ripple. I know you have that beard that makes you look older and you can't really help that, but still, you can make sure that beard is luxurious and shiny by making sure that you replenish your chicken levels like a real hero. I mean, bone-in chicken wings are the collective shiznit, especially with blue cheese, yes. You find the right blue cheese, and that will save your entire soul. I've had good blue, I've had bad blue. Okay, these blocks are incredibly interesting here. Why would you put... Why would one place those types of blocks on the floor? Neurolab had some great sriracha honey sauce on wings 2 days ago. Actually, if I'm not mistaken, Neurolab, wherever you might be living, it might not be too far from Navigator. What was the name of the wing place, Neurolab? Let us know. The world deserves to know. Let us know where some of the most epic wings happen. Yep. Contrix, I ran into that one hook, line, and sinker for you, so don't say I never did anything nice for you. You found the long shot. It's an upgraded hook shot. It extends twice as far. Oh yeah, now we've got length and girth, y'all. Which probably also means, like, if I come down here... Geez, Link. Dramatic much? Machine Guns in Little Big Planet? I thought that was a game for kids. Okay, now I'm going guidance because clearly I was supposed to see the princess again. Long shot. Okay, now I can apparently leave this area. Mud Hen Brewing Company. I swear I drank some of their stuff once. Oh no, I ate at a place in LA that was called the Mud Hen Tavern that has since been shuttered. But I've not heard of Mud Hen Brewing Company. I'd happily drink there someday. Dude, were you ever in the chat room we were in at AT&T? Actually, yes, Jermo. I was in that chat room and I got fired because of that chat room. The Jersey Tip by Cape May. Yeesh. Yeah, Jermo. Me, you, Mark, a bunch of other people. It was... Honestly, it was kind of worth it because the job I got after that place was pretty rad. See, here's the problem that me and Jermo had at this particular job that he's referencing. We were all hired as contractors, so we basically had no benefits whatsoever. We were immediately forced into a schedule that was 10 hours a day, 6 days a week. So naturally, you do that long enough, and your brain starts to get a little bit loopy, and you need to blow off steam somehow. And blowing off steam involved. We had a particular chat program available to us that was made by the company, and we all foolishly used that to say some incredibly filthy things around each other. And see, this is kind of one of my grievances about it, is that we never actually offended anyone. We did not bring our filth to anyone who did not want it. We were all fully locked in comrades in making dirty jokes with each other. But the language being used was otherwise inappropriate, disrespectful, etc. So those chat logs were eventually pulled at some point, and we were fired for it. Yeah, shitposting is the nicest way to put the things that we were saying. Andrea, oh my god, Andrea, she was the worst out of all of us. None of us could hang with her. She was on a whole other level. Let's see. I decided to make the Scarecrow song with Konami code so that it would be easier to memorize. I think the Scarecrow song applies up there, right? It should. Yep, that's exactly what they did. That's exactly what they did to me as well, Jermo. That otherwise really nice and cool HR lady, like, looked at me like I was the devil himself with some of the shit that was being read in those chat rooms. I'm like, yeah, I can't deny that I said that. I wasn't saying that in company that didn't want it. Escape with the raid. What's going on? What is going on, Robert, Mr. Escape and Raiders, hello. I am Manic Socratic, here to play retro games for you at least 3 nights a week, usually 3 nights a week. But I'm glad to have you here, you guys. Thank you. Here for the proper Manic experience. Hope you're doing well. Playing some Smash? Awesome. Very awesome. DJ Gigabit, hey! You were kind of... Yeah, DJ Gigabit, you weren't specifically there for that, but you know a lot of us who were involved. DJ Gigabit, you may have, if you didn't know Jermo directly, then like you knew people who knew him. Glad to have you in here, DJ Gigabit. Me, DJ Gigabit, and Jermo all used to work in the same place, but me and Jermo were talking about the place where a lot of us went to after we left the first place, and it was a riot, to say the least. But yeah, DJ Gigabit, there was like a good half dozen of us who got fired in spectacular fashion because of the way that we were utilizing corporate the corporate chat application. Crimson! Mr. Crimmy, what is going on? Good to see you. It's been a long time since we've just been able to kind of chill like this. Glad to have you here, Crimson. Senor Crimson. Okay, gonna try this again. Yeah, 2 days. I mean, we've seen each other a little bit in other people's streams, hanging out with Arhanka and Mathalia and Izzy. Yeah, 2 days in the streaming world feels like forever. Nothing, no bones about it. Okay, seriously, where do I have to freaking stand in order to get Navi to? Because she'll pop out at... Like, she keeps popping out and having a freaking seizure at the top of that Song of Time block. And I'm guessing it's probably... Come on. Come on. Remember that one chick that's on a porn website or something? Thought it was awesome. Most of the dudes were harassing her, I guess. Whoa! Oh, yeah! Emily, Jermo, that's right. I think she was a suicide girl. So, yeah, poor Emily. She did not deserve any of that. She was a real sweetheart. Like, it's bullshit that, yeah, she was, you know, not just a woman, but an incredibly attractive woman, being surrounded by a shitload of horny nerds, and, yeah, I think they drove her out. Like, she left separately from me. I did not mean to play the Song of Time. But if I can get my little fairy. So many friends were SGs. Okay, if I look up like that, then she's there. No, Navi, I need you to stay green and up there so the Scarecrow song will actually work. A research project, Jermo? Does this research project involve your penis? Are you going to be researching how far you can blast ropes? This is so stupid. Less QQ, more pew pew. And that's the even dumber part. As I walk through... Or maybe, do I have to, like... I don't want to change the water levels yet. Maybe I'll go back outside. One time, got a hold of a glow-in-the-dark condom. Had way too much fun that night. I don't know about way too much fun. I think you had the correct amount of fun if a glow-in-the-dark condom was involved. Seemed like a bright idea. Oh, Crimson, you are non-stop. Yeah, make the lightsaber whooshing sounds. Figured I would get a rise out of you. Even the online stuff is exhausting. Dang, Gravebook. Light goes in, light comes out. Light goes in, light comes out. Oh my. Oh my. Actually, probably have to. Yep. Wait, what? Oh, I think I have to drop the block down first. Looks like a rave. If only it could be like multicolored to be truly raver. Like, can we have it? Can we have like instead of it just being like one solid color? Can it be like 3 colors at once? Get some rainbow action, full on glow stick kind of stuff. Let's try this again. This might help some of my cause. Might. No promises. Link is very dramatic, yeah? I mean, if you're on a quest to save the world, there's a lot of pressure on your shoulders, so you're gonna be screaming a lot. I'd scream too if I had to defeat if I had to be on a quest to defeat the ultimate of evil in the world. Seriously, where is the sweet spot to stand on to get Navi to actually... Oh, is she doing it? No, she's not. She has to turn green and sit at the certain spot in order to make this work. And she'll do it if I'm looking like this. Yeah, time traveling to save the world, that's a lot of stress on the body. Time traveling by touching a sword, like, I bet that sword gets really hot. Like, you skip half your life to become the hero you were meant to be. Can you just cooperate, Navi, please? I don't think you want to use allergy medicine against a latex allergy. You avoid it completely, and you use an appropriate substitute. Because then you have to deal with side effects of stuff like Benadryl, where you'll fall asleep instead of getting aroused. I guess the game just doesn't want me to prosper. Yeah, Hive's in shock. Yeah, Contrix, you breeder. I don't think those blue switches stick around. I have to place a block on them. Yep. Really? Really, Navi? You refuse to be helpful on the inside of the center, but you'll do that to me? Yeah, weird gross infections. The last thing you want. Weird gross infections and hives on some of your precious, most tender parts. Not allowed. Wouldn't say Water Temple is hard in the sense of difficulty, just more of what the hell do I do next? Yeah, that's probably the most accurate way of phrasing it, that it's, you can do a lot of stuff in a certain area, but it's not quite apparent for what one must do next. And I've not yet hit the trigger that opens that cage down there. Birth control and a broken baby maker. Wow, great book. Oh no! Okay. Happy accidents or tax exemptions, depends on the time of the year. Or the reason my grocery bill is $350. But seriously, this is the dumbest thing. Are there any other special mechanisms for the Scarecrow's song? Like, I feel like I'm missing something here. Oh, as an adult, return to Lake Hylia and head back to Bonuru. Pull the ocarina to play the same 8-note song that you played at Bonuru as a child. This will activate the song, allowing you to play it in specific locations throughout the world. Okay, so I've not fully activated it. That is dumb. That's mega dumb. I'm not pleased. At least you didn't refer to them as broken condoms. Daddy's little condom breaker. Don't listen to him. They are rainbow babies. As long as you accept your child for what they are. Swim across outer south path. Okay. If they are rainbow babies, then I will let the women talk that one out. Oh no. Oh, the gold sculpture is back in there, isn't he? Isn't he? Ugh. Well, I certainly appreciate you being willing to share that contracts and girl tricks. Y'all seem to have a happy little family going on, so live it up. Live the dream however you can. Yeah, and that's the thing. In mixed internet company, a lot of people, rightfully so, have very guarded ways of operating on the internet. So I'm not about to judge anyone for playing very close to the vest or anything like that. Oh, okay. Lots of Din's Fire use here in Master Quest. collect the hearts. You know, even then, Contrix, when it comes to something as incredibly personal as one's body, I will defer to the ones who possess the organ for baby making. The one that does 99% of the action. Another weird loading zone moment. Know any companies hiring for home positions? Don't want to be working at the school when all the kids come back and spread. Ooh. Oh, come on. The dumb cutscene doesn't give me any time to aim. Yeah, Jermo, I'm not currently well versed in knowing who's hiring right now. I know you got mad technical skills. But I haven't had my ear to the ground or anything like that. Like, I'm gonna try. It's worth a try anyway, to see if the Switch wants to stay the F down. Nope, the Switch is gonna keep springing up regardless. So I just have to aim fast. Stream broke, man, exit a loop. The stream broke because you're here, Cabal. Nothing gets better when you show up, Cabal. We know this. All of us have accepted this fact. How's it going, Cabal? Happy Thursday evening to you. Hope everything is fantastic for you. Where am I working? I am working for a, I'm working IT for a construction company. Oh my goodness, that was weird as heck. Yeah, I'm running IT for a very large construction firm. Zoom opening an office in Phoenix? Oh, that's right. Oh, hey, Fart Ripple. Yeah, thanks for the noticing the follower mark. I do my best to keep away from those numbers like that, because those numbers are like I appreciate you acknowledging it by all means. Certainly, I'm grateful that you were willing to take a look at that number. But when it comes to the way that I approach streaming and stuff, I don't harp on those numbers. I do not focus on those numbers. Like, those numbers are purely for me and no one else. And more often than not, the viewer's just here to have a good time. The viewer's not here to give a shit about counting numbers like I am or anything like that. So I'm not gonna harp on. You know, I'm not gonna put up any stuff like sub goal or any stuff like that. It distracts from the point of what is trying to be accomplished here. So, yeah, I just saw that message right before it disappeared. Did I choose poorly here? Ah, okay, I did choose poorly here a little bit. Zaphos trinkets. Kill Zaphos, long shot to the top, straight down to the second floor and turn around. Oh, second floor. Third target on the roof. Oh, there's a box that I can pick up. Okay. Might have a leg up on people for Zoom since I have teachers calling me all the time about it. Aha. Indeed. Indeed you would. So coming down here, straight down the second floor, turn around. West side. Oh, there's a box I was supposed to pick up there, I think. Zoom while playing online games with former coworkers. I'm glad it's such an efficient platform. I've also found Discord to be really good for video conferencing as well. The only thing that's kind of annoying about it is that for some reason it's one of the few apps that reverses my camera, and it has no options even in the main app for reversing the camera. So I'm like, that's a really weird oversight, Discord. Why would you do that? Was there a box that I could pick up that I just straight up missed? Let me go back through that path, because something seems off. Don't need those guys knowing my Discord. Yeah, the Discord aspect is... Let's keep that a little secret. Where was that? Oh yeah, it's in here. I feel like Microsoft really blew their opportunity to do good things with Skype. But Zoom just completely ate their lunch. Don't you dare, Liz Alphos, don't you dare. No, no! Work doesn't allow Zoom. Have to use WebEx and I hate it. Want to punch everyone at Cisco. Seriously, Cisco's tools are so frustrating. I don't blame you one bit. Yeah, Skype, there's a specific Skype for Business, which is just a reskinned version of what was known as Microsoft Link. And, you know, funny that I'm playing Zelda while mentioning it, but still, the point remains. Jump straight down. Yeah, Link sucked, and it's currently called Skype for Business right now. Okay, there's something super weird. For whatever reason, this guide I found, a lot of the directions are mirrored. Just riding a bike around in GTA is just visceral. Yeah, because even just on a bike, you could end up getting your ass kicked brutally. It's a Master Quest guide. I promise it's that, Phoenix Zombie. It's specifically this one from ZeldaDungeon.net, but I swear some of the things that it's referring to are mirrored, and it is really messing with me, and I can't freaking deal. Oh no. A regular guide would already have completely botched things right during the first couple of, right during the Princess Rito thing. A regular guide would not have worked whatsoever. Because that entire Princess Rito sequence of going up and down is an entire different thing. Instruction, look for a closed gate south. Okay. Third floor. Triforce symbol. Okay. Alright. Yet again, this was yet again another overthinking it kind of moment where, yeah, I should have just raised the water level up to the top. And which corner is it? Yeah, because it kept referring to a certain thing that I'm like, wait, I shouldn't... It's almost like that guide was put together in like this half-ass fashion where some parts might actually have been true from the original. But I think I just found, of all places, IGN is following around better with what I've been doing. Okay. Very good. Water level all the way to the top. Now we get the boots. Okay. Over to the second floor. Yeah, definitely getting it. I'm definitely switching guides out here because this is like the first time ever that Zelda Dungeon has failed me in anything. It's usually been like incredibly good in all other aspects here. Entrance of the small box next to it. Enter the middle section. Remove boots. Climb atop the floating box at the very top. Huh, I wonder. Navi, you weirdo. Oh, she was green. Just curious if anything decent happens. Okay, it's not fully activated yet, which is fine for now. I'm gonna have to go activate it after I get out of here, though. Nope. Wrong fire. Din's fire. Yeah, Germo. I'd like to see you stream Master Quest Blind. That would be a hoot and a half. Oh, hey, the hole down below. Hole down below opened up for me. Everywhere I go, statues crumble for me. No spikes, no spikes. But, just as in the original, coming down here begets a small key. I remember one time long ago I was playing the regular Ocarina of Time. And I was doing incredibly well getting through its water dungeon without a guide. And then I just completely got whiffed here because I totally forgot about this below ground entrance here. That is uncovered when that floating block goes upwards. And the camera angle inside the center room like completely obscures it too. What the heck is going on inside this room? Corner grate in the ceiling? Okay. Oh, that's where the enemy is. Okay. I'm gonna have to keep... Oh! Hidden switches. I mean, that would be a good 5 years worth of streaming content. Yeah, Jeremo, you're thinking long term. Got to figure out how to meter out your streams well. So that's one switch. I guess I'm gonna have to break more boxes. That's all video games were back in the day, breaking open crates and hoping something good would happen. Oh, another switch. How about them apples? Ah, and now that landmine is gonna land directly on my head. Love it. Love it. Scratch my head as to why the stream has been skipping. Well, that's because I was downloading shareware from the archive. And that's the thing, Phoenix Hubby. I'm only rocking at like 4 megabit here on the stream. Oh boy. Oh no. What have I done? What have I done? I opened the grate and that did not. I guess I have to defeat that enemy. Metering? Who does that? Play all the games. Okay, enemy defeated. Sounds like life in 2020. Locked at home, opening Amazon boxes, hoping something good will happen. That is as correct as it gets. A little bit of retail therapy. A box will arrive in the mail. No idea where it is. No idea what it could be. Pass the switch and step on the brown block behind it. What switch? What switch and what brown block? Like, there's nothing up there. Gravebook, keep buying art and craft supplies, then ADHD kicks in. Like, and that's the thing, it's so mentally... Uh-oh. Gravebook's following finger slipped. Ooh, heck yeah, Fire Ripple, finally getting your Retro Tink tomorrow. So like, you ordered it like a week-ish ago, and it only finally shipped? Because the point of origin on Retro Tinks is from San Diego. No idea, Gravebook. No idea on that following status. And that's what I find funny, is that in Twitch, just because you're subbed does not mean you're automatically following a person either. I can't wait to fix your laptop's Gravebook. You deserve stability. Pass the switch, step on the brown. Look behind it. Okay, pass. What brown block behind it? Oh wait, there's a... Oh! Okay, now that's properly opened up. But your HD Retrovision cables haven't shipped yet. Did you buy your HD Retrovision cables from Castlemania Games, Fart Ripple? Ooh, yeah, needed that. Ah, small key. Okay. Strictly, what's happening? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. You are up later than usual. Good to see you regardless. Hope all is well. Cabal has a UV room. Oh my. Fire Ripple thought they weren't on pre-order, but may have read them wrong. Ah, okay. Yeah, I think the HD Retrovision cables were definitely we're definitely on pre-order. And Castlemania Games ships out of Washington, Seattle area, so that reasonable. It's reasonable. Everything is late. Took 2 hours to give blood. Whoa, are there a lot of people giving blood? Yeah, Fart Ripple. At least it's West Coast kind of stuff when it comes to the way that stuff ships. If you had purchased a Retro Tink directly from the Retro Tink shop, it ships from San Diego. I just recently found that out. I don't know how long it takes Mike G to ship things out directly. I think he's fairly quick on it, though. Okay, there should be a locked door somewhere. Pick some super blood thing where they take the blood, filter out the red cells, then put the plasma back in. Oh, that is a very interesting way to do a donation. Power red, and no idea what I was doing when I booked the appointment. The Mister does that. Whoa. I kind of remember the version of this room from the original, but it was not exactly like this. Makes you really cool. Random tidbit, DC Digital ships from Indianapolis. Oh yeah, DC Digital, that's where, what's his name? That's where Citrus 3000 PSI is from, right? The plasma feels cold going back in. Oh, that would be super weird. Ugh. That would skeeve me out so bad. Cabal been donating plasma? Awesome. Whoa, got a big shooting gallery here. Uh-oh. Great veins. Literally takes less than 5 minutes to donate. Yeah, I guess there is certainly some benefit to only giving red blood cells. That they find a way to use those things. You can feel it leaving your body through the needle. Don't like it. Ooh. I think I remember that happened to me one time where I needed to give a blood sample for something in my life. But yeah, it causes being able to see the blood going out of you though, just super weird. Okay. You know what? This rushing water is certainly causing me some issues here. I'm gonna go take myself just a quick little 5-minute break. Gonna run some ads. I will be back as quickly as possible. Don't go anywhere, pretty please. Alright, I am back. Yeah, hope you have a good night, Gravebook. Hope you have a good night, Fart Ripple. Y'all take care. Thanks for hanging out tonight. I always appreciate the good energy you bring. Okay. Next up... Okay. Still here, just working on some missions. You are definitely a creature of the night, Yuga 2. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for lurking. What a weird room, testing the limits of the tools the game gives you. And I'm probably going to have an incredibly tiny opportunity to hit. And I should probably... I have to probably stand at the very tip of this platform. Ugh. Map looks like cell phone battery is almost dead. It kind of does. Yeah, the shape of this room. Good lord. And this is the other part, is that of all of these targets, only the top center target, when you hit it, will make you slide down to stand on that bottom middle. Well, actually, now I kind of wonder if I try to hit the back side of the bottom middle, will the game let me climb up on that if I hit the bottom middle one? Nope. Have to hit the top one in the center somehow. Whee! So much sliding. Okay, like the long shot goes much longer than I ever imagined, so am I just gonna have to hit that target blind? I feel like that's what's next for me. Okay, the red dot appears to let me know that I've done good enough. This room just sucks. It's tedious and I don't like it. The only valid target is top center. What more does this game want from me? Stealing a attack team truck might be a little bit risky. Yeah, the window of time to line it up is incredibly small. And it's at the very bottom of this platform track. It seems like it's at the very bottom of the platform track. Like, you gotta have some perfect red dot control here. It's super frustrating. Like, yeah, I would go faster, but the game mechanics, even with the long shot, kind of shit all over my hopes and dreams here. Urgh. Holding down the Z button is not fun. Middle left one cannot be done because the mechanic on these is that once you hit them, you never climb on top of them. You immediately slide down to whatever's below it, and the top middle one is the only one that has a block below it. So if I go try to hit like this one, then I entirely lack the means. I don't get lateral movement because I'm being forced down. Kicking you out and putting you in other streams. That's weird. If you're using mobile Twitch, I'll say now what I've always said about mobile Twitch. Mobile Twitch is incredibly garbage, and if you can avoid using it, avoid using it. Mobile Twitch always finds a way to ruin your life, and it's never to be trusted. Okay, I'm standing here at the very freaking tippy tip edge. Will that give me something? It is an incredibly small window of time. Yeah, because the top center one is the only one that has an additional block right below it, I have no choice but to hit that one. Yeah, and the only one where there's another potential hook shot below is the top center. And in spite of the way they're all arranged, yeah, there's no other way. It's Master Quest. It's here to troll the shit out of you. Oh, this one, maybe? It's a way to get a leg up. What else can I hit? Thanks, Phoenix. Ah, it was the left one. Why did the guide say top center? I could use you, fairy. Please, find me. Clip through the wall. Screw it. We'll do it live. Whoa. Okay, there was a room kind of like this in the original. The Salvos boys are back again. It's actually a fight where you want to get cornered because it's easier to manage them. I have one fairy. I will ride this fairy to the promised land. Yep, no pressure. I'll probably pick up a fairy later in the dungeon. Surely there will be another. At least one more. And now, just one. Oh. Okay, that's where I'm supposed to go. Nope. That's backtracking. Ah, but that got revealed. Okay, that helps. And so, what's next? Maybe I hit that and I can climb over this thing? No. It's fine. I'm fine. We're fine. It's fine. Can I just go straight over there? Yes. The longest shot. I want to be ready in case there's anything inside either of those pots, because something very interesting is up next. Okay, magic. I'll take it. More magic. Oh boy. Oh boy. The infamous boss fight. But, thankfully, there is a bit of a shortcut around this guy. Very crazy room with that infinite effect there. Oh, there's a shadowy figure there in the center. Let's smash him. Like, if that isn't one of the most dirty tricks. Oh wait, I'm not supposed to L-target him, else he becomes a little too predictable. And the game has ways to counteract against that, so... And there's still clearly an invisible wall, so... And now I'm tapping him. I'm giving him some love taps. Come on, take your hammer. Older Nintendo game, predictable. Yeah, that was a BS hit. He's gotten in some incredibly cheap shots as I'm sitting here relentlessly hammering. Like, I don't know, maybe here in Master Quest they put in some anti-hammer AI. He really knows how to get those licks in. Oh, hell no. Yeah, Miyamoto wisened up. Yeah, Miyamoto always knows how to troll. Oh, great, I'm gonna die. I should probably safety save here, just, you know, because I'm gonna die. What if I just stand here and hammer? Oh, hell no. Arrows are not known to do anything to him. He will absolutely deflect those. Yeah. Arrows just makes the situation worse. Because of that flip. Because he's definitely reading inputs. Like he's like Mortal Kombat AI, where he's doing input reading to be able to get at you. Game over. Might as well record the death. Where's it gonna drop me? Oh, game over. I'm gonna finish this dungeon before stream is over. I don't care if I lose a little sleep. Don't even remember. Well, it all involves getting the water level, getting the water raised to the very top, and going through the small key base door. So, pop there. Really need to find a couple fairies though. Tomorrow's Friday, so coast on through. Yeah, that's my philosophy there. Even though I've got some stuff that I have to really make sure I clear my work queue. Oh, I'm already here. Top water level, maybe? Okay. And it was over here on this side that had a small key door, or something like that. Where was it? Where was the small key door? Is it this door? Yeah, it was that door. Which leads us to this lovely room. This lovely room that I overthought. Now I gotta hit them switches. Ah, fairy went away. Can I get a fairy from the other side? Oh, just a nut? I really needed that fairy. And now there's going to be some effing... Oh, at least these switches are still up. Okay, so it thankfully remembered that I killed the Lizalfos, or the Stalfos in this room. Okay. So what if I'd like to be able to get to those pots over there. My goodness. How the freak would I get over there? Yeah, you go to bed, Crimson. You push yourself to the limit like every day. Take care of yourself, Crimson. Hope you have a good night. Thanks for hanging out. I'm gonna get to those. Seriously, like, most entertaining streaming crew ever. I'm so lucky to have met all of you. All because of one chance raid from Catlink to Nina Lee a long time ago. Oh, I can jump over this. This is what I deserve. One more fairy, maybe? Gimme, 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 come on, come on. Yeah, stumble on each other through Twitter. Retro Gaming Twitter connected me and Phoenix Zombie, yeah. Okay, so I'm immediately gonna rock this fairy. Small comfort, very small comfort. It would have been nice if I could have one more fairy in the chamber, but that's fine. And that's the other part that's odd to me is why give me magic? Great book. I know everyone because I was in Weird Twitter, and a mutual friend decided Manic and I should be friends. Are you, you must be talking about Harrison Bergeron? She's weird, in all the best ways. Or was it Maggie? Yep. He fades in right there. Okay, it was Maggie. All right. And of course he's gonna... Oh, wow. That actually hit him. Yeah, eaten in, basically. Like, I might as well cheap shot him a little bit like this. And I think you introduced me to Steph. That might have been the case as well. Steph is fantastic. I love her so much. And sure, one more. Oh, I don't have enough. Fine. So... Alright, stop. It's hammer time. Oh, now it's hitting him. What the shit, game? Now he's eating hammer like a beast. This is stupid. Fucking Master Quest. Are you kidding me with this? I said this as I was getting into streaming this game, and I didn't realize how true it was going to be, because I played this just once upon a time, a very long time ago. But my one takeaway from it, in playing it long ago, is that these dungeons have so many moments of fuck this game completely, and that was absolutely one of those moments. Ooh, arrows that I don't need. But I will snatch that fairy. Yeah, it's Master Quest. It's as in you mastered being able to play a game while being trolled mercilessly by it. I'll take the magic. Okay, I don't remember a room like this in the original. Manic, be careful. Don't get swallowed by the vortexes. Okay, maybe I vaguely remember a sequence like this in the original. This is the worst river ride ever. Played this right before Wind Waker, about as fuzzy, if not more so, the bullshitter. Yeah, there's so much bullshittery. Like, the game takes every opportunity to, like, ruin your life. Just mocking you as a gamer. Still better than the River Ride for the new Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I never saw the new one, believe it or not, because I didn't want to taint my precious memories of the Gene Wilder version. It is so bad. Really? Tim Burton and Johnny Depp couldn't save it? There's a GameCube game of it? What the hell? Wow, the shovelware was really on point back in the day. More arrows that I don't need. Let's put the hammer back in the slot here. That is when they started going bad. And I guess I'll just hop. Poor Sir Christopher Lee's in it too. Oh, wow. The things these people will do for money. Okay. Oh, there are crates underwater. Okay. Yeah, make that money. Sometimes it's pretty clear when an actor just does something for the paycheck. Already at the water temple? Dude, BGR, this is day 6 of streaming this game. So, yeah, I'm definitely at the water temple. I deserve to be here. How's it going, BGR? You wide-eyed freak. Glad to have you in here. Hope you are well. Welcome, BGR. Staying up late, you busy man. I'm glad you can still pop in here. Yeah, look on down below at my stream title. This is day 6 of Master Quest. Pinky swear. Master Quest is your favorite Zelda game? out of all of these? Let's see. Okay, so now that I'm in here. Oh, I can go. Ooh, there are crates, but there are also torches. I mean, there are worse. At least it isn't one of Gamelon. Yeah, that's true. One of Gamelon or Faces of Evil. Okay. Torches with didn't fire. Okay. I thought Faces of Evil was Zelda's adventure. Yeah, BGR, you've been through quite a lot in life. It's okay. I don't expect everyone's memory to be absolutely perfect. So yeah. This is the situation. Okay, I opened that door. Neat. So I still have the boots on. Let's go down. Yeah, I figured BGR, that once I was done with Twilight Princess, I'm like, okay, time for another Zelda, but I'm like, okay. I was going to try to change things up a little bit. Like, it'd be one thing to just play Ocarina of Time, but I'm like, no. I'm going to put my foot down and do something different with it. 3 Zelda CDI games. Oh, okay. I didn't know there were 3. I thought there were just 2. Love Ruto when you save her in Jabu Jabu. That's like the most adorable character in the game. Yeah, Kid Ruto has a very adorable character model. For sure. Phoenix Zombie, you have a CDI? Oh, wow. You almost sound kind of ashamed of that fact. Just saying. It's big, hunkin' heavy. Yeah, the way that they would build things just like nothing but steel back in the day. How many CDI games do you have? Came with a game called Voyeur, so it's not my proudest purchase. Ooh, 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 ooh. It's the fancy chest. It's the fancy chest. Only have one game, Voyeur. Okay. There's no telling how hard it is to come by Philips CDI games these days. Boss key. I think it can read burn disc anyway, so it'd still make for a fun night. Oh, wow. Does now that CDI? I'm sure it has composite output and maybe S video. Are there even RGB mods for it? I swear, these nerds out there have RGB modded every console under the sun. Might torture your friend someday to mod it for me. Is it one of those, like, you have to solder a ribbon cable to the graphics chip? Can't explain it well. Can someone explain what a CDI is for me to my wife? Okay, so the Philips CDI was a game console that wasn't technically meant to be a video game console at all. It was made by Philips with a little bit of a partnership with Nintendo, which is why various Mario and Zelda games appeared on the Philips CDI. This console was released, about 93, about 94, Phoenix Zombie? It tanked. Like, the mid-90s was this crazy video game Galapagos as it was. Stuff like JVC XI, Pioneer Laser Active, 3DO, Sega Genesis, Super Nintendo, Sega Pico, 32X, Sega CD. It was just, video games were a freaking mess back then. I mean, obviously the Super Nintendo and the Genesis prevailed in the era, and PlayStation after that, but just the advent of the CD medium for video games caused a little bit of, I'd say, a gold rush, and a lot of half-baked products came to market, and the Philips CDI is one of those. Drop the link for the RGB mod in the general. That would there's like the RGB OSSC WTF channel that probably deserves some more love. But the general works too, because it's so niche. It really is. It's such an edge case to RGB mod a freaking CDI, of all things. Okay, and now I believe, yeah, screw this noise. I might just head right to the boss room. Lots of channels, yeah, and that's the thing. I came right out of the gate with a ton of channels. Like, that's kind of blessing and a curse, because I wanted to be ready for everything, basically. So yeah, hopefully I provided a decent enough explanation to the Philips CDI that the video game explosion of the mid-90s caused a lot of weirdness, to say the least. Yeah, even then, explaining it is hard, because the CDI is also kind of a byproduct of the infamous Nintendo Sony screw job, which I'll of course explain as well if requested, because there was a big hubbub a few months ago over the sale of the Nintendo Sony PlayStation, the SNES CD add-on device that never made it to market, but there definitely was a prototype that came to fruition. There's only one known surviving unit. Who knows if all the others got destroyed or if they're just being held in secret? But it's a pretty remarkable artifact of the era. I had to buy a controller from Italy for this damn thing because there were none within the country on eBay. What the hell? Like, it's crazy to think that so many CDIs probably got trashed over all the years. And sad, too. Uh-huh. Okay. So now I can grab on. Explain one girl tricks? Okay. So probably... the Super NES CD-ROM prototype. Let's see, what's probably... okay, this Kotaku link is probably the best and has some of the best photos of it. So once upon a time, Nintendo took notice of the rise of the CD-ROM format. It was It could be pretty well seen early on in Japan. The PC Engine had a CD add-on that gave us some beautiful games. So Nintendo and Sony had already had a nice little partnership. Sony designed the sound chip that operates the Super Nintendo. So because of that amicable relationship they already had, they started getting together to co-develop a CD add-on for the Super Nintendo. If you still have a Super Nintendo, one of the original models, not the junior models, if you still have a Super Nintendo, you can flip it upside down and you'll notice a little access door on the bottom that reveals an expansion port. And this CD add-on would have utilized the expansion port that was inside the Super Nintendo. So development went along, but Sony and Nintendo started coming to an impasse with regards to royalties for games that would be sold on the SNES CD add-on. And as a result of this fight between Nintendo and Sony over royalties for those games, Nintendo basically stabbed Sony in the back. They're still sworn enemies to this day. Nintendo and Sony were set to go up, and I believe, I can't remember if it was a Space World or if it was a Shoshinkai or some other trade show, but they were all set to have an announcement together that they're going into this partnership. Well, instead of Nintendo showing up to this trade show and doing that announcement with Sony, Nintendo says, here's us and Philips. We're gonna have this partnership for the next few years for this new Philips CDI thing, and that just left Sony completely flat-footed and jaw-dropped and shocked and all these other things. So Nintendo said, "Okay, screw you guys. We're gonna go develop a console of our own," and thus the PlayStation was born. This is probably a time where this would help, actually. In short, Nintendo literally created its own competition. The reason for the backstabbing is that Sony would have gotten 100% of the money made from software made for it in the agreement, and didn't realize that until after they agreed. Yeah. So Nintendo and Sony were very much, yeah. The terms of their contractual agreement for how games were to be made for the console. Jay Smith, PhD, has fallen into Subcon. Welcome, Jay Smith. Hope you are well. I know it's pretty late for a lot of us, but I thank you for following me. Welcome to Subcon, where you get to live the dream. Hope all is well for you, Jay Smith. Yeah, Girl Tricks. The 90s were this completely ridiculous time in video gaming, and if you want to know a little bit more in terms of what was going on then, there is an excellent book called Console Wars that at the very least covers a lot of the insanity that took place between Nintendo and Sega. Yeah, it was absolutely the Wild West, even more so than a Wild West, even more so than the pre-NES days. Very big on learning something new every day. Appreciate it. Oh yeah, you got it, Girl Tricks. I wonder if the door clip glitch is still in this. And it's usually like jump and it worked! Yes! I didn't have to use the boss key. I can't believe that worked. Manic, look out! That isn't normal water over here. I love that the clip worked. I love it so freaking much. Okay, I'm gonna move the long shot over to a much more accessible key. Actually, maybe I will put it there. It'd be as funny as hell if you use that boss key in another dungeon because of that. Yeah, it would be nice, but the game definitely has some protections against that. So I've got a fairy in the chamber, and among other things. This was actually a really cool visual effect back in the day. This was Nintendo really flexing on us, giving us that, what was that James Cameron movie? The Abyss? Giving us those kind of vibes here. Because on the way leading up to the Nintendo 64 is when game companies started doing the whole it's entirely possible that we could have Toy Story graphics at home, which obviously wasn't the case, but bless them for trying. Giant aquatic amoeba, Morpha. Moments of surprise contricks. Oh, like the way that I clip through the door like that. The fact that I'll pull out some pro gamer strats and just go weird. It won't eat my brain, but it will tentacle fuck me, and yeah, just like this. So I might as well not have a brain because I'm being choked to death by a water tentacle. Hacker life. Hacker man. Oh no, don't you dare. The real trick on this dude is finding a way to hack it into a corner, and then you can just wail on it and it'll just die so quickly. And my reaction to it working, because seriously, that wall clip was only supposed to work, I think, in early versions of the original Ocarina of Time on N64. So the fact that it worked here on Master Quest is kind of a miracle. I really need to be better about how I yank that thing out. Did not consenticle. Tentacles never ask for consent. Tentacles always just find the nearest hole and go deep. Ooh, yes. No! I'll at least get one more hit off on that thing before I climb out. Warm and moist, yes. Like the crevices of a teenage schoolgirl for some reason. Oh, no, you don't. Try to draw it here to the corner. There we go. Come on, slide your way through. Yes. Ah, I touched it. I touched it. There you go. Go ahead and crank your hog to Link getting wrecked by a tentacle. Wow! I've never been thrown that far before. That was pretty cool, actually. Oh my god, it just basically like surrendered itself to me by flopping out up there. A little turned on? Well, I'm really more just horny that the stream is almost over, basically. Because I do gotta go to sleep. Oh no, 2 tentacles. Oh well, I got 2 fairies. Not only do I die, but I drown. And the fairy still comes through for me. So the fact that it's throwing 2 tentacles at me means very likely that it's almost dead. Oh! I thought that tentacle was gonna stay there. Rude. It's time for trouble, and make it double. Jesse, James, Team Tentacle blasts off at the speed of water. Surrender now or prefer to Come on, just die already. Kinda tempting to arrow, not gonna lie. Oh no, Tentacle 2, don't you dare. I don't think arrows are made to affect this thing though. This is definitely an all hook shot kind of fight. Oh no you don't, second tentacle. Don't you dare. Don't you dare, second tentacle. I see what you were trying to do. Just sneak up behind my butt like that. When you pull it and it starts... Yeah, that's true. If it gets a little too far away... Damn it! Second tentacle sneak. Does it do the 2 tentacles thing in the original? I can't remember. At least throw me back on the side. Okay, good. I'll accept being thrown there. There were a ton of tentacle moments, Contrix, so I hope you chose the right one. So I'm gonna die again. Maybe? Okay. Oh, 1 heart. How nice of the game. Dang it, L-targeting! Damn you, L-targeting! Nope. Arrows are doing absolutely nothing to it. Jesus, finally. This boss is super tedious unless you, actually plan for the bullshit. I mean, subtract all the times that I overthought shit, and this was actually a pretty simple, straightforward dungeon. It really was. Ooh, those drippy water sound effects are sounding a little too clear and visceral. Bloop. Bum, bum, bum. Yes. Finally, a second row of hearts. You got a heart container. Your maximum life energy is increased by 1 heart. Your life energy will be totally filled. Yeah, it's not like a hard dungeon as it is easy to get lost in. Yeah, that's exactly it. Getting turned around on the north, south, east, west. That center room is so that center room is what makes it so disorienting, I think. It's very moist in there today. Manic. I would have expected no less from the man I chose to be my husband. Zora's domain and its people will eventually return to their original state. As a reward, I grant my eternal love to you. Well, that's what I want to say, but I don't think I can offer that now. I have to guard the water temple as a sage of water. And you? You're searching for the Princess Zelda? Ha! You can't hide anything from me. Princess Zelda, she's alive. I can sense it, so don't be discouraged. I can tell that nothing will stop you in your quest for justice and peace. You must take this medallion. Take it respectfully. And yeah, Phoenix Zombie, you're definitely correct. The Forest Temple has these weird progressions that the Forest Temple here in Master Quest gave me a shit fit as well. I was not fond of it. I feel like I need to just like keep grinding Master Quest and become good at it and then just start flexing on fools. You receive the Water Medallion. Rito awakens as a sage and adds her power to yours. If you see Sheik, please give him my thanks, okay? Really nice misdirection by calling Sheik he. As the water rises, the evil is vanishing from the lake. Manic, you did it! Did Ruto want to thank me? I see. We have to return peace to Hyrule for her sake too, don't we? Look at that, Manic. Together, you and Princess Ruto destroyed the evil monster. Once again, the lake is filled with pure water. All is as it was here. How does she keep doing that? Right up the tree, like a bear. I know that's supposed to be kind of serious, but I feel like it feels very slapstick to me. It really does. And I think, or if I hurry, ooh, can I think I have to stand on that far platform, but I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it here, because you have to. Yes! I thought I had to be at that far island, but yes. I think it always reminds me of David Spade in this one. Not sure why. It must be the nose. Yeah, it didn't hit me. The whole fire arrows thing didn't actually hit me until I like warped here, and I'm like, oh shit. You got the fire arrow. Set it to C and your arrows will be powered up. If you hit your target, it will catch fire. The noises in the nose and floppy hair makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. So, whew, I can definitely save and feel safe about this and feel good about it. So, now that I finally hit that safety save, it's kind of time, y'all. Thank you very much for the stream today. I hope that you sleep well, that you dream well. If you are not going to sleep, then I am going to raid Nina Lee, as is kind of customary. I gotta raid her at least once a week. She's taking you to 3 a.m. playing The Last of Us Part 2. But yeah, Phoenix Zombie, I can definitely understand if it's your time to crash. Greybook, your time to crash. Both Contrix and Girl Tricks, your time to crash, no doubt. I totally get it. I know I'm definitely going to be falling asleep very soon as well, but still going to ride some energy from stream. So I'm going to hit that raid button here. Ooh, follower and subscriber only. Makes sense to keep spoilers away. So I will see you guys on Sunday for more Ocarina of Time Master Quest. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate you very much. And till next time.